Hey, what's up? If you've clicked on this video, you may be interested in creating a YouTube channel. So I'll start off by saying I'm not a professional. I've done a little bit of research myself, and I've just started up my own channel. So if you'd like to see what that journey looks like, and you want to follow along with somebody who's taking baby steps, then by all means join in, subscribe, follow along. But I'd like to start out by how to physically create a YouTube channel. So you start out with, at least in my experience, I've got a Google account and I've got an Android mobile device. So it's probably fairly similar, but that's not exactly my situation. So I'm just speaking from a place of this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm coming from. This is my story. So starting out with a Google account and starting out with signing into YouTube with that Google account. So once you open up the mobile app, the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there's going to be a U, and maybe you've already got a picture, maybe you don't, maybe it's just a generic photo, but click on that U. It'll open up your page at that point. At the top left corner of the page, it should say your name and the handle that they've given you, the name that they've given you, unless it's associated to your Google account, and all that stuff's already input. But next to your handle, underneath your name, you'll see create a channel. So that is where you physically go to create your channel. You click on that button, it'll take you to these three little questions or options where you can put a new picture, a new name, and a new handle. I suggest taking your time on this, depending on what kind of channel you're doing. You may want to have a picture of yourself. You may want to have a picture of whatever it is that you're doing. But I would put some thought into it, because you want these things to be catchy. You want them to be grabby. If you can't really tell what's going on in the picture, I don't know that it's necessarily gonna help you, because it's a tiny little thumbnail, but something that sticks out may be advantageous. As far as your name, when I was a gamer, I didn't use my real name. I used my name in the game in case anybody was trying to look me up. They could do that, through my name. And then secondly to that, the handle, something that you'll share to help people to get directly to your channel. Once you choose those three things, then you hit create channel at the bottom, the big button on the bottom. Now you finally have a YouTube channel. So now we've gone through this process of starting your own YouTube channel, but need to take a step back and ask yourself a question on why you're doing this. If you're doing this as a hobby, good for you. Let's keep going. If you're doing this because you can't find a job, or somebody's riding your ass about getting a job, and you thought you were going to come on here and be a content creator, you've come for the wrong reasons. You're probably going to be extremely unhappy, upset, or whoever you've told you've got a job is going to be extremely unhappy and upset for a long time. The fact is that YouTube, the viewers and the algorithm, decide whether or not you get monetized. You can try until you're blue in the face, and you just may not be relevant enough. You may not be interesting enough. You may not have done things, the correct way, to really get off the ground. So if you're doing it as a hobby, which is really, in my opinion, that's the best place to start. You're interested in whatever it is that you're talking about. You're not forced to do it. So don't quit your day job to do this. Keep making money however you're going to make money, because this may never make money, or at least it's probably going to be a very long time. The chance of you going viral are really slim to none. And even if you did go viral, being monetized isn't this place that you get to and then all of a sudden you've got this great job. You have to stay relevant. You have to keep creating jobs, or videos, views. You have to keep creating content that continues to be interesting and relevant to your viewers. So you can have one great video and then never make another good video again. So you got to be in the right place. But I will talk about how to get into the YouTube Partner Program, the YPP, which is how you get, yeah, you know me, that's how you get monetized through YouTube. So there's a tier 1 and a tier 2. Tier 1 isn't really going to be worth talking about. I mean, let's just be honest, it's not. Tier 2 is the full ad revenue. That's when you get paid for the ads, a portion of them before your videos, the portion during your videos, or the ads after your videos. But to be in tier 2, you've got to get 1,000 subs, which you've got to start out with good content. You can't be doing fake stuff, AI generated videos, stealing other people's content. In my opinion, for the general audience, you need to have an interesting channel. You need to be doing something you love, dealing with something you love, so that you've got a little bit of passion about it. But you get your 1,000 subs, which is you have to cross that minimum threshold. And then the second thing, you have an either or. So you can either have 4,000 public watch hours in a whole year, or 10 million short views in 90 days. So some people are going to have short content. And so if you're doing a short that's, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's hard to get up to 4,000 public watch hours. But it is in a year's time. 10 million views is a lot of views in 90 days. If you hit, a viral video or two viral videos, like you may get to this, you may cross this threshold pretty quickly, but you've got to maintain some of this, some of these watch hours. You have to continue to put out 3 public downloads in 90 days. There's a certain process to stay, but if you're doing longer videos, I think it may be easier to reach that 4,000 watch hours in a year, because if you've got 20-minute videos and you did 3 of them and they were watched, by 4,000 people, then you get there in a year's time. So a couple hundred a month, and you'd be on your way. But I will say that for shorts, I don't have a good background yet. You need to consider, how you're going to position yourself to have some kind of, good background, something that's going to be appealing. When you're scrolling through YouTube and you've got the shorts coming up, if it looks like a dumb background, you don't click on it. If it's something really cool, which is why people go to this AI generation, or fake thumbnails for clickbait, as they call it, because if things are boring, then people they're not going to be interested in seeing what's actually inside the video. If you're doing a little bit of a longer video, then you've got to maintain the viewer's interest long enough for them to watch the whole video, which has probably been a struggle for everybody so far. So like I said, we're on this journey together. I don't have it all down perfectly. If you follow along, I'm probably going to end up changing my background. But you got to think about these things, how to maintain a visual stimulation, as well as your content has to maintain the interest of your viewer for long enough for your video to finish. As far as the algorithm goes, if people click on your video and the first thing is that you're stumbling across your words, you're giving long pauses, they're probably going to scroll on. That tells YouTube's algorithm that you suck, your video sucks, and it's not going to put it out to everybody. If people click on this video and they watch it all the way through, the algorithm says it's a great video and it keeps sharing it to more people who watch this type of content. So please, if you're here all the way till the end, subscribe if you want to follow along, see some more content like this. Please like it or dislike it, because that's going to help get this out. That's going to help the algorithm say that that this video had some decent content in it. And comment whether you want to give me some pointers or whether you want to cuss me out. Evidently, everything helps. As long as people are engaging in the video, then it's going to take precedence in the algorithm. So thanks, and follow with me on the next one.